Real confidence isn't what you think. Many people tie their self-confidence to external factors, how they look, what their hair is like, their body, their skin, their external features, and what other people think of them. And these things can all absolutely affect how we feel about ourselves and can affect our confidence in the moment. If having your hair done or wearing your favourite outfit makes you feel great in that moment, then go for it. Dress how makes you feel best. But what about when those things are taken away? What about when we can't have that full face of makeup on, when we're not able to dress our best? Does this mean our confidence disappears when we don't have those things? Real, lasting confidence goes much deeper than that. It isn't about appearances, it's about feeling secure and self-assured from within, regardless of the situation or of what you're wearing. Building this inner confidence takes much deeper work for many of us. While some people seem naturally very confident, perhaps due to genetics or past life experiences that have helped shape them, this confidence can actually be built and learned. It's not about being born with it, it's about learning and growing and exposing yourself to situations that help you build that confidence. And sure, some people might have to work harder at it than others, but that doesn't mean it's not achievable. It's easy to look around and think that some people are naturally born confident and others are not, and that's where it stops. But that's really not true. Confidence is not a fixed attribute. It's the result of the thoughts we think and the actions we take. You can learn to become a more confident version of yourself, even if you're not there currently. It's also really easy to assume that that confident person you know or the confident person you see on the street is confident all of the time. But you don't really know what's going on inside. Some people may be really good at masking their insecurities. But true confidence isn't forced or overcompensated. It radiates naturally and feels really grounded. That said, confidence can change and vary depending on the situation. You might feel self-assured in one area of your life, like work or when you're with friends, and you may struggle in another. And that's completely natural. The good news is that you can take that confidence that you feel in those areas that you thrive and learn to apply it into the other aspects of your life where you feel less sure of yourself. Confidence can also ebb and flow over time, and that's completely normal. Criticism and rejection can sometimes knock us down. It can sometimes set us back a little in terms of our confidence, and that's why it's so important and it's really essential that we don't rely on that external validation or that praise or all of those external factors to affect our inner self-confidence. So, how do you build true self-confidence that isn't tied to external validation or appearance? How do you develop a self-belief strong enough to help you achieve your goals, ignore the outside noise, and become truly confident from within? My first piece of advice is to act as if, or fake it till you make it. One of the most powerful ways to build confidence is to act as if you already have that confidence. Act with the confidence that you aspire to have. And this doesn't mean pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping into that future version of yourself that you want to become. By acting as if you already possess that confidence, you're tricking your brain into thinking that you're already there. And this will help build that real confidence over time. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you carry yourself confidently, the more you'll end up believing in your own abilities, and the more other people will end up seeing that and believing in yourself as well. And it just goes round in this constant cycle. But confidence isn't just about how you carry yourself. It's about what you believe you're capable of achieving. At its core, confidence is rooted in your belief that you can succeed and you can achieve hard things. And the best way to grow that belief is through action. By taking risks and trying new things, especially in things that challenge you, you're creating opportunities for yourself to prove to yourself that you are capable of doing hard things. And each small win builds on the last, creating that strong foundation for confidence. Even top athletes rely on this principle. Research by Lafrata et al. found that athletes who scored high in self-confidence and lower in anxiety were more likely to win their matches. They believed in their ability to succeed, and that belief made a measurable difference. And that just goes to show that believing in yourself is not just a nice idea, but it's an actual game changer. No pun intended. And that brings us to one of the most important ways to build confidence: by doing hard things. Confidence doesn't grow in your comfort zone. It comes from building your way out of that by growing, by trying new things, by challenging yourself, by improving at those things, and really pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. It comes by proving to yourself that you are capable of way more than you thought you were. So maybe try learning a new skill. Take the gym, for example. Rather than attaching confidence to what you look like, confidence is gained from what you can do. Whether that's lifting heavier weights or learning a handstand or mastering your first pull-up, all of these things can build so much confidence. And each new milestone reminds you of your capability. And you can take this mindset and apply it to every aspect of your life, building on your skills, focusing on what you can do and what you've previously achieved, even throughout all of the small wins. When you step outside your comfort zone and you take on different challenges, you build your resilience and you build your trust in yourself. And this trust is the foundation of unshakable confidence. And like I mentioned before, true confidence isn't based on external validation. It's rooted in how you view yourself. Your self-worth is not defined by someone else's opinion. Most people's opinions simply shouldn't matter to you. Only the opinion of those who genuinely care about you or genuinely have your best interests at heart. They're the only ones you should listen to. Everyone else's is just noise in the background that you need to blank out. And you really shouldn't take their opinions to heart. And not everyone's going to like you, and that's completely fine. Confidence means accepting this truth and moving forward with your life without feeling the need to have universal approval. But let's talk about social media, because it often amplifies those feelings of inadequacy. If your post on Instagram only got 10 likes, you'd end up feeling really disheartened and really down about it. But imagine if you were walking down the street and you received 10 compliments from 10 different people. Imagine how amazing you'd feel. Social media skews our perception of validation, and this quiet comparison game that it encourages really affects our self-confidence. Be mindful of the content you consume online. Be mindful of the people that you follow, because Instagram is not reality. If your feed is full of heavily photoshopped and heavily edited photos of models, then no wonder you're going to feel insecure about yourself, because again, that's not real life. When you're constantly exposed to an unrealistic version of beauty, how can you expect to feel confident in your own unique body? Remember, social media is not real life. It's a distorted, curated version of reality, and it should be taken with a pinch of salt. If you don't already, set yourself time limits on your social media. Reduce the time that you spend looking at other people's feed, other people's posts, and instead focus on your inner work to be your most confident self without the comparison of others. Instead of spending loads of time viewing someone else's curated highlights, shift that energy to focus on creating your own life. Creating a life that excites and fulfills you in real life, not just online for the show of others. And as well as curating the content on your social media feed, you can also apply the same logic to your own physical life. You should be just as intentional about the people you surround yourself with, because their energy and everything about them is so important to your life and to your overall confidence. Surround yourself with the people that lift you up, that encourage you and see your full potential. I want my friends to be my biggest supporters. I'm literally my friends' biggest cheerleaders, and I expect the same from them in return. However, not everyone will always cheer for your successes. Not everyone will want you to do well or want you to succeed, and it might end up leading to jealousy or resentment. And when you spot that, that's when you need to be strong enough to let those relationships go. If someone isn't helping you become the best version of yourself, maybe they're holding you back or not celebrating your victories, then you need them out your life. Let go of the relationships that no longer serve you and make space for those relationships that help you thrive and help you succeed and help you go in the direction that you want to go in. Now, it's common to feel embarrassed about stepping outside of your comfort zone or doing things that draw attention to you, especially if they're very unfamiliar or things that others might not normally expect of you. The fear of being judged or criticized can sometimes hold us back from acting and moving with confidence. But here's the thing, no one cares about you as much as you think they do. No one is paying as much attention as you think they are. People are often way too focused on themselves, on their own insecurities, on what they think they look like, on what they think others think they look like. They're really not as concerned about you as you think they are. And in fact, when you act with confidence, it shifts the whole energy around you. When you're confident, people will rarely question you. Instead, they'll admire your self-assurance and the way that you carry yourself. Confidence has this magnetic quality. It attracts people to you, it makes people respect you, and it actually inspires other people to be more confident in themselves. So stop worrying about what other people think and start acting with the confidence that you aspire to have. And when you do, you'll find that people will not only stop questioning you, but they'll start actually looking to you for inspiration. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it gave you some tips on how you can become your most confident self. If you did find it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and comment down below to let me know what you'd like to see next. Hopefully see you next time.